Jack Webb was a legendary actor, director, and producer who left an indelible mark on the world of entertainment. He was widely known for his iconic portrayal of Sergeant Joe Friday on the hit television series Dragnet, which ran from the 1950s to the 1970s. John Randolph Webb was born on April 2, 1920, in Santa Monica, California. His life began with a setback as his father left shortly after he was born. Raised by his mother and grandmother in Bunker Hills, a slum area of Los Angeles, Jack faced many challenges in his early years. Jack attended Belmont High School and found solace in the radio club. He discovered a passion for art and contributed cartoons to the school yearbook. His talent for drawing became evident, and he decided to pursue it further. After graduating from high school, Jack attended St. John's University in Minnesota to study art. After working at his uncle's clothing store in San Francisco for a time, Jack Webb decided to join the United States Army Air Corps. Though he had hoped to become a pilot, he wasn't skilled enough and ended up working as a clerk and typist instead. However, he did get the opportunity to help with United Service Organization shows where he developed his vocal presence and stage skills. After being discharged from the service, Jack landed a job in radio in San Francisco, where his show business career began in 1945. He quickly found success with his show, Pat Novak for Hire, which showcased his versatility as an actor and his unexpected talent for comedy. Jack Webb's talents in radio landed him a job at KGO in San Francisco, where he quickly became a jack of all trades. He worked as a disc jockey, writer, producer, director, political commentator, performer, and conductor, showcasing his versatility and range. His first show on KGO in 1945 was The Little Man Inside, a satirical look at the inner workings of the mind of an average man. This was followed by 1 Out of 7 in 1946, The Jack Webb Show, Pat Novak for Hire, and Are These Our Children? Despite Pat Novak being intended as a drama, Jack's comedic talent shone through his performance. In 1948, Jack left San Francisco and headed to Los Angeles, where he landed his first credited movie role in He Walked by Night. He went on to appear in several films, including Appointment with Danger, The Men, Sunset Boulevard, and Dark City, all in 1950. He also starred in Halls of Montezuma and You're in the Navy Now in 1951. During the summer of 1949, Jack Webb found himself in need of work when his regular series on both television and radio went on hiatus. As he pondered his next move, an idea he had mentioned to some police officers during the filming of a movie came to mind. Webb believed the idea had potential, so he contacted the officers who had been the technical advisors on the movie and expressed his interest in creating a show based on the concept. The officers allowed him to ride with them in their squad car as they went about their daily duties, interrogating suspects and responding to calls. Webb began to gather material for the show in this way, and that's how Dragnet was born. Dragnet aired on the radio from 1949 to 1957 and was based on the actual files of the Los Angeles Police Department. In 1952, the show was adapted for television and ran until 1959, with Webb initially teamed up with Barton Yarborough, then with Ben Alexander after Yarborough's death. The show followed various investigations conducted by the police and was known for its realistic portrayal of police work. During the third season of Dragnet, Webb was given the chance to direct a movie version of the show in full color, blown up for the big screen. This was a testament to the show's power and popularity, and it seemed like a dream come true for Webb. However, with this new opportunity came a downside. Webb's focus shifted from the television show to his movie career, which he saw as his true calling. As a result, the quality of the television show began to decline in the later episodes, and fans could tell that something was off. During the filming of the last 78 episodes of Dragnet, Jack Webb had to shoot them one after the other over a 7 or 8 month period just to get them finished. Despite being 2 seasons worth of episodes, he was content with stopping production after 100 episodes. However, due to the show's immense popularity and his desire to pursue other endeavors, Webb continued to juggle multiple projects simultaneously. Although he made several movies during this time, none of them garnered the same level of attention as Dragnet. As a result, it became clear that audiences didn't want to see him playing any other roles. Although his movies made a profit, each one made less than the one before it, which ultimately led to the end of his contract. Jack made a mistake when he sold the ownership of his show to Music Corporation of America, later known as NBC Universal, at the end of 1953. This decision came back to haunt him, as the ratings began to decline in the show's last 2 years, leading to its eventual end. After the show ended, Jack struggled to find success. He took over the private detective series 77 Sunset Strip, but his drastic changes resulted in plummeting ratings, leading to the show's 6th season being its last. Some accused Jack of being out of touch with the younger television audience. Jack then teamed up with actor Jeffrey Hunter for the 1963 Western Temple Houston. The show was an hour long, and Jack demanded that it be filmed in just 2 to 3 days per episode. However, it lasted only 26 weeks. Jack Webb returned to his role as Sergeant Joe Friday in the revival of Dragnet in 1967, co-starring with Harry Morgan as Officer Bill Gannon. A 100-minute pilot episode had been filmed in 1966, but was not aired until 3 years later. The new series ran until 1970, with the year changing in its title each season. However, this version of the show failed to resonate with the younger audience. Webb's production company later created another successful police procedural show called Adam 12, which aired from 1968 to 1975. The show starred Kent McCord and Martin Milner as Los Angeles cops who investigated crimes. It was well received and became a top 10 show. In 1971, he created O'Hara United States Treasury, which starred David Jansen. The series ran for 1 season. 2 years later, in 1972, he co-created Emergency, which followed the lives of 2 Los Angeles rescuers played by Kevin Teague and Randy Mantooth. The show ran for 5 seasons and was followed by 6 two-hour television movies produced in the 2 years following the series' end. His final series was Project UFO, an anthology show taken from the real-life Project Blue book files, which ran for a total of 26 episodes from 1978 to 1979. In his personal life, Jack Webb was married 4 times. His first marriage was to singer and actress Julie London from 1947 to 1954, and they had 2 daughters together, Stacy and Lisa. He then married Dorothy Towne from 1955 to 1957, followed by actress Jackie Lahorie from 1958 to 1964. His final marriage was to Opal Wright, which lasted until his death. On December 23, 1982, the entertainment industry lost a legendary actor, Jack Webb. Despite his success on television and film, Jack had been struggling with a 3-pack-a-day smoking habit. Sadly, he suffered a heart attack and passed away at the young age of 62. After his death, Jack was laid to rest at the Sheltering Hills plot in 1999 in the Forest Lawn Hollywood Hills Cemetery, located in Los Angeles. His passing was a great loss to the industry, and he will always be remembered for his contributions to the world of entertainment. Rest in peace and goodbye, Jack Webb, a true legend.